Have you ever heard of a happening bar? A happening bar is, as the name suggests, a bar where happenings take place. A happening, by the way, is when a man and a woman meet and suddenly make love. In Japan, a sexless society, making love has become a happening. Overseas, you can probably find the same thing at a nightclub. Today, I would like to talk about happening bars. Meshida jokes about Japan. Hey guys, it's Meshida. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm a comedian and I introduce funny Japanese culture. If you are interested in that, please subscribe to my channel and please check out my Patreon too. And I'm organizing my solo stand-up comedy show in Tokyo. If you are interested in that, please check out the link below. So, see you in Tokyo. Meshida. If you look up happening bar in Wikipedia, you will find the following information. Customers with various sexual preferences such as swingers, S&M enthusiasts, transvestites, and people with certain kinks gather together to enjoy conversation and spontaneous acts. Simply put, it is a bar where men and women of various sexual proclivities can hit it off and have one-night stands. Happening bar could be described as Netflix and chill bar, minus the Netflix. So, let's ask Lai-chan. You've been in Japan for a while. Have you ever been to a happening bar?
No, I've never been to a happening bar. But if they provided Netflix, I probably would.
However, since happening bars are only operating as bars, some of them have entertainment facilities such as darts and billiards inside the bar. Therefore, it is not possible to enjoy a happening with anyone immediately. You have to find a partner, communicate well, and both consent to a happening. Therefore, some unattractive male customers go to happening bars to enjoy a happening, but in some cases, it happens that the hoped for happenings doesn't happen. Meshida. Happening bars have a strict rules. The rules differ from store to store, but there are 5 basic common rules. Prohibition of exchanging contact information. Happening bars are places to vent one's sexuality, which is usually not exposed. Therefore, all customers basically hide their identities and use handles. Prohibition of cell phone use in the bar. Prohibition of the body touching before asking permission. In happening bars, women are treated as goddesses. In happening bar, the staff always checks to make sure the women are not being forced to do something strange. At one bar, a man was banned from the bar because he touched a woman's butt without asking for her permission. Lai-chan, what do you think?
I mean, honestly, happening bars sound a lot safer than crowded trains in Japan.
Ask permission of the staff when entering the playroom or happening room. Most happening bars have rooms for happenings to occur. You invite the other person to come to the happening room, and then you have a happening in the room. In Japan, a country famous for its safety, a third party's consent is required to make a happening. Use contraception during sex. In happening bars, real happenings are prevented. Meshida. If you are a foreigner watching this video and would like to visit a happening bar when you come to Japan, there are some happening bars that foreigners are allowed to enter. If you want to know more details, please register on my Patreon, Meshida Academia, and I will post a video of an interview with a foreign friend who actually experienced it. And as you know, there will be no ads on this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give me super thanks. Meshida. The most important thing for happening bar is female customers. Basically, for women, it is free or just a few thousand yen. Because if there were no women, the happening would be different. Men usually have to pay an admission fee and an entrance fee. The admission fee is usually 5,000 yen and the entrance fee is about 10,000 yen. Although women get in for free, a woman can ban a man from the club with one complaint if the man does something bad to them. The men pay money and try to entertain the women by paying attention to what they are doing and not being rude to them. If I had to guess, I would say that women's rights are best protected in Japan at happening bars.
Meshida.
Happening bars often operate as late-night alcohol serving restaurants, the same as regular bars. In other words, they are just restaurants. Basically, they are legally the same as McDonald's, except no couples would ever go on a date to McDonald's. In Japan, public indecency is a crime. Public indecency is when a person publicly commits an indecent act, such as committing a sexual act in a public place, committing an indecent act, or displaying an indecent image in a public place. The penalty for public indecency is imprisonment for up to 7 years or a fine of up to 1 million yen. So you could say that all bookstores in Japan are committing a crime. So it may be safe to have a happening in a closed room where others cannot see you, but a happening in public at a happening bar is a crime of public indecency. Therefore, in a happening bar, a crime is happening. So, why can happening bars open in Japan even though it's a crime? The reason is that it is difficult to prove an act of indecent exposure has taken place. So, if the police want to arrest them, they have to catch them red-handed, and it's very difficult. Logically, some police officers must have seen happenings in action, but couldn't arrest the perpetrators because they were visiting in private.
Meshida.
Happening bars are said to have enjoyed their heyday from 2000 to 2022. In recent years, however, there has been a rush of happening bar busts. Last year, police raided one of Japan's largest happening bars, Nemureru Mori no Bijo, Sleeping Beauty in Shibuya, and arrested its owner and employees. Instead of being woken with a non-consented kiss from a prince and becoming a princess, the police woke Sleeping Beauty up and turned her into a criminal. Furthermore, 10 guests who were happening at the time of the police raid were caught red-handed. For those happening customers, it must have been a true happening. The most famous room in the happening bar Sleeping Beauty was a magic mirror room, which had a one-way mirror, so people in the room couldn't see outside, but people outside could see inside the room. Some of the people who were arrested red-handed were in the room and couldn't see the police had arrived, so they were caught in the act. Rai-chan, what do you think of this version of Sleeping Beauty?
Mirror, mirror on the wall, can you help us arrest them all? Man, that's right in the childhood.
Today, under strict police control, some happening bars are now creating a new type of bar that combines a bar and a private rental room. You could say that Japan has now entered the post-happening bar era.
Meshida.
The most important questions to avoid in a happening bar are age, occupation, and place of residence. People who come to happening bars do so to expose their perversions, which they keep secret from the outside world. Japanese people may have multiple sexual personalities, so some of their sexual personalities they usually cannot show to their husbands, wives, or partners. They flee their sexuality through happenings in a happening bar. In other words, they are committing a crime.
Meshida.
Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and please check out my Patreon too. So see you soon. Bye bye.